My name is Joe Lawrence. I'm an emergency services worker in WA. I'm 35 years old. My first really bad experience with back pain was lifting this hose over this fence, and I just had this radiating pain shoot down to my foot. I went to a doctor and he referred me for an MRI. And this is where things sort of went kind of a bit downhill for me. I read the report, and unfortunately on that report, I'm seeing words like annular tears, disc bulges, fissures, and I'm sort of going, holy crap. What he said is, it's not a bad back for a 60-year-old. And that really put in my head that, I was aging before my time. It pretty much got me into a pattern of avoidance. So it made me think, okay, I'm fragile, what can I do to last as long as possible? I stopped doing any sports that would aggravate it because I thought, my priority at that stage was lengthening my career. I was now preloaded with negative messages. I was preloaded to think that pain meant damage. I had this bad MRI, I had a bad back, I was fragile, I was broken, I was wrapped myself sort of in cotton wool, and I was just, waiting for the next injury. So after the 3 years of being in this negative space, getting bombarded with these negative messages, I actually had a re-injury, which for my mental health was absolutely awful, but it meant that I sought a second opinion. He got me to bring my MRI in, and as opposed to the first doctor that said, this is a great back for a 60-year-old, he's just thrown it out and gone, yep, all normal age-related change. And then he just started getting me to move. He just reassured me that any pain I was feeling was normal, and actually that the pathway through it was to gain confidence, was to actually move in a natural way. It gave me my life back. I can't even explain how happy that made me to get back on track. So essentially I brought a list of activities to the physio, like this is what I've stopped doing as a result of my pain. And he just went down the list and went, yep, you can do that, you can do that, you can do that, you can do that. And surely one after the other, he took what was important to me and actually made that the goals of my rehab program. There's just so many people out there that are suffering unnecessarily. And I think that these clinical care standards can really help that.